Hey, you.
Over here, Agent.
Slayer. Yo, what's up?
Hey, over here.
Cursed one.
Hello and welcome to CtrlAltWow, the podcast for those of us who love virtual reality and video games and love making many, many alts. I am AprilPvd, your host, and this is episode 805 entitled, I pre-ordered Quest 3. So here I am in front of the Citadel, which is right in front of me. Oh wait, now it's behind me. But this is the Citadel behind me. And for those of you who are listening, there'll be a screenshot in the show notes. This is the new world boss. There has been a big update to Zenith, and we will get to that in a few minutes. But first, we're going to talk about the Quest 3. I have actually 4 Quest 2s and a Quest 1. And a Rift somewhere. Yeah, I do have a Rift somewhere. I have 256 gigabytes of for Quest 2. The one I am wearing now is the one that says Population 1. I have another one that says AprilPvd. And then I have a 256 gigabyte of... No, 128 gigabyte that I don't use at all. I only have opened up the container that it's in when I have needed to swap out a controller that wasn't working. And speaking of controllers that don't work, I also have a Mint Inbox 64 gigabyte Oculus Quest headset, Quest 2. I have bought it as a backup, and then this was back in my days when I had a little bit more expendable money, and then I bought the 2 headsets. One of the headsets was purchased pre-ordered, like the Quest 3, and on the day that the Quest came, that the pre-orders came out. I think it was at a Connect event. We were all watching and then logging in immediately to get to place the order. And excuse me while I'm gonna be doing some stuff here. So the noise you hear is me mining. And then the second one I ordered from Amazon. I remember when I ordered the first one, I was so worried that they were going to sell out that I just got on and I forgot to log into my my Facebook account at the time. No, was it my Facebook account? Anyways, I forgot to log in properly. And I ended up under the wrong ID. So it wasn't connected to my account, and there was a whole bunch of issues about that. Well, first it was an issue about finding it, because I went back to look and I couldn't find it, and they already had charged my card. Oh, that was another thing that happened with the Quest 3, is that even though they didn't charge your card, and they made it clear, oh, we're only going to charge on once it's shipped, they did put a hold on my account for the whole 500. Well, it was $4.99, no shipping, but there was a $35 tax because my state has a 7% tax. And so it was a hold on it, but fortunately the money was there. And then now the hole's gone, so yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna worry about me possibly accidentally spending that money. It's there. It's there. But just so you know, they put a hold on it. What they should have done, and what most companies do, is put a $1 hold just to check to make sure that's a connected account, and then put the charge the day it's shipping. So in 10 days. I was saying 2 weeks. 2 weeks, like Arnold Schwarzenegger in Total Recall. But now it's 10 days. Well, it was only 12 weeks. 12 days, so it was never 2 weeks, technically. So, yeah, I ended up getting a second headset because I was carrying my headset to work, and I had somebody run into me on their bicycle. They were riding their bicycle on the sidewalk, and they decided they wanted the side that I was walking on. I have a rule. I walk on the right. I was playing chicken, I guess, and yeah, they knocked me down. Fortunately, I didn't get hurt, and the Quest 2 did not get hurt, but it occurred to me that it would be better. And I even got into the habit at first of taking it home on the weekends, and then I was like, well, why am I taking it home on the weekend? I have my other headset. Now, a few months ago, no, last year, when I when I retired, trying not to fight because I don't want the noise. Maybe I'll turn the sound down in case I have to fight. Yeah, why did I do that? Let's see. That makes a difference. I am mining and cutting down trees, which I will tell you about in a little bit, why I'm doing it. So last year when I retired, of course, at first I wasn't playing as much, and that had a lot to do with my drinking, because I was too busy getting drunk all the time. I always thought, oh, when I retire, I'll be playing so much, but I ended up like getting drunk a lot, and yeah, that wasn't good. But now that I'm not drinking, even before that, I started playing a lot, and I had a headset. And, I'm not going to knock it. It was good at the time. And it was one of those built-in battery head strap. That makes sense. So I would charge my headset and the battery to my head strap at the same time. And that usually gave me enough time for like a 4-hour session. But then I found out that the wire that was connected to it started shorting out, the one that plugged into my headset. And I tried turning it around, and of course that only worked for a little while, and then that started going wonkers. So I ended up with no backup, and my solution then, and even with that head strap with the battery, if that battery ran out, I would turn to my second headset, which ironically had a Bobo VR backup battery on it. But I had one bad experience with that battery, where while I was wearing it, the alarm went off on my headset saying, "You are overheated. You are overheated." And that freaked me out so much that I didn't use that. I didn't like using that as much. But when the headset on my main, I multi-box everything. The headset on my main Quest 2, when the strap stopped working, I got the Bobo, and I ended up getting the Bobo, the one, I have the name right here. It's Bobo VR M2 Plus, and the thing that appealed to me about it was, one, it came with 2 batteries, and it came with a charging plate, so that I didn't have to worry about charging the batteries individual. Plus, the battery that I was using before works with it. And I've only had the overheating thing once, and it never happened again, so fingers crossed. So that's the headset I'm using now, and that works out really well. It fits nicely, and like I said, they're coming out with an adapter or a retrofit kit for the Quest 3, so I'll be able to somehow modify the Bobo strap to work with, I always hate using the word strap, head strap, to work with the Quest 3. But in the meantime, I don't need 4 working headsets. Plus I feel guilty. But at the same time, I don't know what to do. I would like to give my headset to somebody who's going to play with it. But I have this one fear, and I need to get over it. One time I sold my DVD player for like $30. And it was a player I had purchased for like maybe $80 or $100. And somebody came to me over a year later and said it broke, and they were kind of implying that they wanted their money back, or they wanted me to do something with it. I was like, God, you had a cheap DVD player for over a year, and how do I know what you did with it? I know what he did with it, but we won't talk about that here. I would like to let someone have it, no strings attached. I thought about maybe talking to my mailman, because he has a headset and his kids play, and sometimes when he goes to play, he says that the headset's always dead. But I also have a dream that maybe I might get a roommate or a friend who will come over and play. People are so weird about VR. In fact, the 128 was given to a friend of mine. She had it for over a year, and she used it a few times, but she said it made her sick. All right, so what I've been doing this week. Oh gosh, what haven't I been doing? It has been wonderful because they did an update, and to get to that portion, I am going to go to where the update is most evident. There's a few other things going on with the update. This is the new base. It's redesigned, and they did a lovely, wonderful job. It has more room. It's not as claustrophobic. The mission board is up here, and they put in 2 enhancers, because in the middle, constantly asking, do you want help? So I wanted to talk about my goals for this week. And this is my ninja, and my main goals have been to level up these blades. So I got, when I got the Kojiko, the legendary pet, I was fighting in the Citadel, the boss in the Citadel, and I got these, what's called Atheric Esotech bows. When I first got them, they were level 40. And I was like, oh, well, my bows that I'm using now are level 42. And my friend Murdio, who is wonderful, he's taught me a lot, said you can level these up. And I was like, how do you level them up? And he told me about the infusion machine, which I'm standing in front of, and I'll put a screenshot in the show notes. So the first level, and I'll put a chart in the show notes of the level, because it goes on and on. It's amazing how far you can level these bows. They could take you, I think, all the way to 50 something. But I have my, and that's not just the bows. Every role, the Blade Master and the Mage got their own weapons, Esoteric weapons. So I've gotten this bow, my right hand bow, up to 42, but now I need 75 sky seeds to go any further. And I've gotten my other bow, my left bow that I use for shooting, up to 46. And she needs Marks of Ancients and Verdant Sky Stones. Yeah, that's a lot. That's why I'm leveling, and I'm trying to get sky seeds. I'll put a screenshot in the show notes of where I am on this tune. Oh, she can actually make sky seeds now, and she needs, but it's gonna be kind of weird. And the way you make sky seeds is you go to the synthesizing machine, you select it, you hit it. The way it works is really, really done well. And I hate to always bring up or compare World of Warcraft, but instead of clicking a button, I'm actually hitting I'm hitting stuff. I feel like I'm actually crafting. So now I have my sky seeds. Let's see. Alright, so if I want that one to go any further, I need 98 sky seeds, which of course I don't have. I do have enough to make some verdant sky stones, which can then be used for that, but how many? Ooh, I can't. Alright, so I'm getting ready to get in with Murdio, and I will go over what my other tunes are doing, but we're basically leveling up our gear in this gear that I would never have access to. I am a solo player. I'm a permanent solo player. I don't think I'll ever be in a guild. I'm grateful to people like Murdio to always be there for me and run stuff. And of course you can do randoms. But there was a debate in the Facebook group on people who were upset because there wasn't a good solo path for the higher content, which there can't be, because this is a massively online role-playing game. So it means the multi is in there. And yes, we can do a lot on our own, and that's really good. But if you're not going to play with other people and do the finagling, they called it, what did they call it? They said secretive in groups. Like they were holding secrets from them. Sometimes you do have to get with other people. But yeah, we'll talk more about this later. I'm going to go over all my things that I'm trying to do. So this is my infusion for... So this one I'm trying to get to 44. In order to get to 44, I now need to collect some sky seeds on this one. And I need to get 30 more Marks of Ancients. I already have enough Verdant. But when I get this one gets to 44, now it's going to need the Verdant and the Marks of Ancients. So that's this is on my Ninja, and of course I have 3 tunes on Zenith because I am an altaholic, hence the name CtrlAltWow. Alright, so I'm going to go into my Mage, talk about what stage that Mage is at, and it's AprilPvd with the tilde, because the tilde looks like you're casting a spell or using a wand. The Mage is actually more powerful. That's just on me, because when I'm using her launchers, one thing, she's very good at distance, and she has a few good AoEs to lay down. So let's look at where she is on her weapon. Now the problem though with the mage is she kept getting weapons. There's one weapon at 44, and so she's gonna need 33 verdant skystones and 28 marks of ancients. And then she has level 42 to get to 43. She needs 74 sky seeds, and she doesn't have sky. Where is she on sky seeds? This is my mage. My mage needs 39 more sky seeds. Oh, no. She needs sky dew. She's got plenty of sky seeds. She has enough to do 75. And let me see how many, which is unusual, because a lot of my tunes had an excess of sky dew. Got 40 sky seeds and 10, verdant sky stones. Okay, so now we're going to switch over to my Blade Master. Which is good because the event, there's a group called UZA. It's the United Zenithian Alliance, and they're having an event at 4, and I want to do that event on my Blade Master. And that event will start in 33 minutes. I have had a situation last week where I got locked out because the server was full, because they're going to be doing the world boss, which I don't know. I'm thinking, well, one thing is you do need the marks. I am going to need the marks eventually. I had the chart. Let me see if I can find that chart. The chart is really important. In fact, I should probably print it out. I'll put this chart in the show notes. Okay, so this is my Blade Master. She's my most advanced. She's got 47, and now she needs marks of Thaddeus, and she needs Sky Star. But on this one, she needs more marks of Ancients, and she needs 100 Sky Verdant. Oh, you know what? I think she may have them, but I think she's. Let me just check. No, insufficient. Okay, so she needs Verdant Sky Stones. And she, in order to get her verdant sky stones, she needs to make dewy sky seeds. In order to make dewy sky seeds, she needs sky dew and sky seeds. So she's stuck in that. And that's what I'm doing this week, leveling up my weapons. Because it's the only way these weapons are ever going to get leveled. I'll never be able to do them this way because I won't get celestial shards. These are the marks of Thetis. Let me see, is there any way? Sometimes the things from other things, but I don't think I can ever make any marks of Thetis. So I'm looking at the machines here that are used for hunting, and the only way I can make marks of Thetis is by going into a dungeon. And I'll put a screenshot of this, not dungeons, going into raids. Now, there we go. If I go into an expert roulette, I can get 9 marks of Thaddeus. If I go into a raid roulette, I may get 4 marks of. So I have nothing. I have not unlocked. Oh, I have unlocked for this one. So that's an option. Expert roulette to get marks of Thaddeus. And then once I have unlocked all of these, then I can go into the raids. If that makes... when I have unlocked, I have to get 3 stars, so I need to raid more, basically. I need to do more dungeons to unlock the level 3s, and then I can do some raiding. But it's very exciting. It's a lot of fun. Zenith is really a good game, and I am enjoying it tremendously. If you look for the video on CtrlAltWow episode 805, you will see all the things that I've been talking about. And now I'm going to go get some sky seeds.
Hey, over
and
here.
do some other fun things. I'm going to be joining UZA and they're taking down the bosses. And I'm going to share some of the other things I've been doing in VR this week. So stay tuned and I'll be back. Hi, this is AprilPvd. I am a big video game player and I'm also 61 years old and retired. And because of that, I have decided to take advantage of my free time. I'm also recently sober, 6 months sober. Yay! And one of the things you need to do while being sober and single is to find things to occupy your time, to have a replacement for that dopamine reinforcement that we get from drinking. So this is what I do. This is my home in VR. I play a lot. I've been playing virtual reality since 2018, maybe 2017. So this is one of the things I do and I love it. So today I'm going to do some exercising.
Down, up, down, up, down, up. Looking great.
This is Fit XR and I am working out. Oh, I forgot to
Stand up, back to split stance. Left foot forward, right foot back. Here comes the shoulder mobility. Open at the shoulder. Just like that.
You can hear me breathing hard, and the one-on-one with the instructors are very helpful.
Do you remember what comes next?
Yes, the jab. In this part, I'm actually boxing.
Time for a combo. It's a jab, cross, left hammer. And speed it up a little bit. Exhale on your punches. Now, let's add that power. I told you it was coming. Remember to breathe and get those extra points.
After a good workout in Fit XR, it's now time for me to ride through the maps of Haladia on HoloFit using my elliptical along with my headset. It's very comfortable for me to talk while I'm on my elliptical. I'm exercising. I'm at the dopamine level that really lets me think clearly. And so here's a little piece of me explaining how I feel about alcohol and life in general and how it's taken me to a direction that I really enjoy. It's just a little added piece for CtrlAltWow. It doesn't really have anything to do about gaming or VR. So if you don't want to hear it, or if the background sounds, which I didn't realize were so loud, are too loud for you, just skip to the end. But thanks for listening if you do. Well, this is AprilPvd in VR. I'm on my elliptical. I try to do this every day. I just did 35 minutes, 5.22 miles. This is Hollow Fit by Haladia. And by me pumping on the elliptical steps, I move faster because of the cadence that's attached to my flywheel. And then HoloFit has made all these interesting worlds. This one is called Cyberpunk. So I guess it's a futuristic world. So I am enjoying. This has been 6 months now since I drank. 3 or 4 years since I've been in a relationship. And a year and a half that I've been living small. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? And VR has been a big part of that. I'm so excited about the Quest 3 coming up. But I just wanted to show you this part and talk about... Now, I tried to talk about this before, but I don't know if I actually explained it totally. But I finally realized that alcohol is a lot like a narcissistic partner, and that it promises you so much, and it wants you to give so much of yourself in exchange for excitement, love. Isn't that great? I love that. But it doesn't ever come through with its promises. Or it does for a little while, and then you're left with a mess to clean up. It's wonderful to not take any substances, to feel totally me and get my dopamine fix by creating my content, by completing these exercises, by visiting VR, playing games, as you saw in the previous videos. And I saw a comment by somebody that they wanted to manage their alcohol usage. You can't. I couldn't, because every time I would set a limit, I would get drunk, and then I'm going, oh, what the heck, or come up with some rationality as to why I shouldn't follow that limit. Hi. I think for me being single, this has been really good. I think it's something I've said that everybody should try. It might not be a permanent solution, but I really have been enjoying. I love coming home now. And I hate to say, living with some people, living with just about everyone, it was like, what am I going to get on the other side of that door? Sometimes it would be good, but sometimes, a lot of times, it was just drama. The best thing I love is some of the best things. My kitchen, I have food in there that I like. And I love my bathroom. My bathroom always stays clean. There's never any mess. And I'm loving my life. This is AprilPvd in VR, and I am loving living single, sober. Oh wait, is that out of order? Sober, single, and small. Hello, officer. Thanks for watching. Oh. 40 minutes. I didn't get to finish the challenge. I had 5 workouts because I kept trying to start that challenge and I couldn't do it. I'm enjoying my journey in VR, in life, and I hope you enjoyed this episode of CtrlAltWow. You can write me at CtrlAltWow@gmail.com, and you can see the show notes at CtrlAltWow.com, which forwards to CtrlAltWow.blogspot.com. I also will be streaming on Twitch on our CtrlAltWow channel. If you like this content, give me a review on iTunes. If you don't, just skip it. Also, if you have any interest in joining me on CtrlAltWow, please let me know. I do need a co-host, obviously. Thanks for listening, and I hope to see you in your reality. Thanks for joining me in my reality.
Till next time, agents.
See ya. Later. You headed out?
Come back again soon. Don't be a stranger, dear. We'll visit again soon.
The Dunes bury all,